The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn begins with Huck describing the events that take place in The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, which preceded this novel. In The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, Huck and Tom discover $12,000 that a group of robbers has hidden in a cave. They split the money and Huck invests his share. Huck is adopted by Widow Douglas and Miss Watson. They try to civilize him but have little luck. Huck runs away to join a group of boys called Tom Sawyer's Gang. On his way out, he trips and wakes Miss Watson, who sends Jim, her slave, to investigate. Huck manages to escape by outlasting the sleep-deprived Jim. And about 4 months later, Huck's long-lost father appears. He is out for Huck's fortune. He gains custody of Huck and takes him to a cabin where he periodically beats Huck. Huck gets tired of the poor treatment and decides to run away. He fakes his death by killing a pig and using its blood and takes off down the river. He lands on Jackson's Island, where, after a few days, finds an escaped Jim. Jim has fled because he overheard Widow Douglas's plan to sell him to a slave trader. The guys soon become close friends. At one point, the river rises and Huck and Jim find a house floating along it. They go inside to investigate and find many common household items, but Jim stumbles upon a full discovery, yet hides it from Huck. Huck disguises himself as a girl and goes into town to find any important information. He soon discovers that the people of Jackson's Island believe Jim killed him and then fled to the island. Huck quickly returns home and he and Jim flee. Huck and Jim float the river at night and hide along the shores during the day. They aim for Cairo but miss it due to the fog. After Huck and Jim are separated during a boat wreck, Huck is taken in by the Grangerfords. After a while, he discovers Jim hiding in a swamp. All this ended shortly when a feud between the Grangerfords and Shepherdsons break out. The Grangerfords are quickly killed. Jim and Huck head downriver again and meet the Duke and the King. These men take part in scandalous and con artist type activities. As they travel, they hear about an inheritance meant for 3 girls. They attempt to steal it, but Huck intervenes, promising to protect the girls. Later on, the Duke and the King sell Jim into slavery. Huck attempts to rescue Jim, only to discover he is now owned by Tom's aunt. He pretends to be Tom, and when the real Tom arrives, he quickly takes on the role of Tom's younger brother, Sid Sawyer. Eventually, after much effort, Jim is freed. He is eternally grateful to the boys. Tim's aunt offers to adopt Huck, but he turns it down, claiming that he had tried that life and it didn't suit him. He then departs on his own to begin yet another journey.